Hi, everybody in middle school, 5th through 8th grade. Today, we are going to start something that's going to last us for the next few weeks. So, you're actually going to know today pretty much everything that we're doing to carry us through the first week of December. So, that's about a month. All right, and it is going to be a lot of explaining and instructions and stuff today. To be honest with you, there isn't that much that you need to do except for really understanding and knowing what's going to happen in computer class, what you need to do, things like that. So I'm going to walk you through it in this video. And first, I'm going to start off in my Google Classroom for a sample class that I have here to show you exactly what you're going to be seeing. And in my classwork tab, that's where I want to go. I see today's topic for November 4th, and underneath it, it says Research and Google Slides. So I'll give it a click. Now, this post is really, really important, and you might want to, need to, or wind up going back to it every so often over the next couple of weeks because this gives really all the information that you need to get started and do this research project that we're doing. For everyone in 5th through 8th grade, we're doing a research project where you're going to research a topic on the computer and then make a Google slideshow as the result. And I personally think that kids wind up liking this maybe just a little bit more than sometimes, say, a formal research paper, which you'll write so many of that would be like a written document. And this one, you're making a slideshow on a topic. And those topics are different for each grade level. So this post right here says, watch the video with directions and explanation. That's what you're watching right now. Look at the documents called Research Overview and blank grade topics, so it'll be dependent on what grade you're in. And then you're going to comment on this post with the topic you choose. And if you have any extra time, use it to practice typing.com for all 5th through 8th grades or extra math and RAS kids for grades 5 and 6. Just a quick note about that. Computer class is supposed to be approximately 1 hour each week on Wednesday. Typically, between watching the video and doing the assignments, I'm hoping that what I have each week for you guys takes that amount of time. For the next couple weeks, it's going to really depend on some different things as far as how quick you do things, as far as how well you do things, where some people could finish computer class for the week in a short amount of time. Some people could take longer than the amount of time. Some people could wind up doing it early. Some people could wind up working on it at other times. So it's going to really depend on you, but these things do count as a grade and do have to be done. And if you do have extra time, so if today it only takes you 10, 15 minutes to get through what you need to, if next week it's say it only takes you about 30 minutes, then you do have these things, typing.com or extra math and RAS kids, depending on your grade, that really should be happening every week. And sometimes, like with typing.com, I suggest even doing it more than once a week if you can. So let's take a look at these documents. And first, we're going to take a look at the one that says Research Overview, and that's what you should look at first. You can pull this up on your own. This is a view-only document because both this one and the other one, you guys do not need to edit at all. You only need to look at it for reference, and with the one with the topics, I'm going to be filling in the topics for each person, and you can look back on it and refer to it, but you don't need to do anything in these documents yourself except really understand them. So, right here, it explains everything that you need to know to start off, starting with the topics. For 5th grade, our topic is going to be countries. 6th grade, a scientist or invention. 7th grade, research on how to do or how to make something in like a tutorial format. And for 8th grade, future careers. So it then gives you down here a breakdown of every week from this week and the date November 4th to next week, the week after that, the week after that, and then the final week, which is the week where Wednesday is December the 2nd. And that is the final week that these should be worked on and will be due. It really tells you everything that you're going to need to do or to know. And really, you could go do this whole project between today and tomorrow. You could do a little bit each week. The one thing, and I know this from being a student myself, to having my own kids that are students, to working with them, the one thing you don't want to do is you do not want to wait until around the time when this is due, say around that date of December 2nd, and then be way behind and try to do everything because it'll feel overwhelming, right? I break this up into one, two, three, four, five classes. And between those five classes, that's about 5 hours of work. That should be plenty of time to do this and would be no problem and wouldn't feel that bad. If you do try, or if you do put it off and don't do the things you're supposed to, don't keep up with each week, then you could very, very easily wind up with a lot at the end, and it could feel overwhelming. I'm not going to read to you what it says for every week. You can do that on your own. But basically, for each week, it gives you what you'll get from me, right? And what you need to do. So for this week, what you'll get from me is this overview document, the video explaining the project and beginning steps of research, which you're getting right now, and the topic selection Google Doc we'll take a look at in a second. And this last part, any questions answered or extra help needed. Um, I know that we're doing this class, and the way that I'm working it is a little bit different, giving you guys videos each week rather than having a Google Meet, and there are reasons for that. But I am available, and some people have reached out. You can make public comments if you think it's something that would apply to everyone, or a question that everyone would have, or everybody would need to know information, or you can reply with private comments, or you can email me. Any of those ways you can get help, you can ask questions, you can get anything you need as far as this assignment. What you need to do, watch this video, which you're doing now if you're listening to this, read over all the documents, which it's not that many, it's only this one and one other, pick a topic and submit it. And some people may wind up having to repick or revise their topic, and it explains that a little bit more on the topic pages. When you do that, because physically that's the only thing you're doing today is really picking a topic, um, but there is a lot of understanding, a lot of reading and things to completely understand what we're doing. um, but what you have to do for today to be considered computer class done, to have computer class done, would be to post a topic that you want to do, have it basically approved by me, and it'll wind up on the other sheet that I'll show you in a second. And if you need to repick or revise that, possibly do it. Then it gives you the detail of what you'll get from me and what you need to do each week, because I broke it up so that each week it's a small chunk of things. But to put it really simply, you want to find websites, look at websites, do searches, find information about your topic. There's going to be a notes page, like a template that I make up for you to take notes about your topic that you'll see next week. And then make a Google slideshow. And I'm not putting everything out this week because it would be a whole lot of information, but I'll have in the future exactly what should be in that slideshow, how many slides. If you're familiar with Google Slides, it may be really simple and you'll know exactly what to do. If you're not, then I'll have a few tutorials to help you do that. So again, could it be possible that today you go and do this whole project? If you get a topic approved, you know how to research it, you know how to make a Google slideshow. Yeah, you could get a whole lot done. You could get it almost finished probably, except for maybe some information that you find out later on. Or you could just work on the parts that I say each week. But please, because this is something I don't want to happen, don't go and do a whole lot of it right now and then tell me or say yourself or tell parents that you don't have anything for computer class for the next couple weeks. Because I'm breaking this up in what you're supposed to do each week. That is content for you to work on, for you to do, for what we would do if we were in school and in computer class. If you do it all early, or even though I'm against this, if you did it all later, there is no saying, well, you don't have computer class work this week, or there is no computer class work this week, because this gives everything. Plus, go back to what I said earlier about any extra time with typing, as kids, extra math, things like that. All right, now I want to look at this one other document because this is something that the one thing that you need to do today. And I'm using the fifth grade one as an example. This applies to every grade where you have a document like this where it says your grade and grade topics, and it gives a little explanation. It gives an instruction. I also have a few like sample resources to look at for ideas. And it has this list of everybody's name with a blank here. What you need to do is go back to Google Classroom, right? comment on this assignment. So go ahead and you know what? I'm actually going to go back because I have people who for some reason do this wrong every week. Um, if I'm at the home page of my Google Classroom right here, I do not want to type my comment right in here, share something with your class. I don't want to type my comment on other posts from previous weeks or just some random post. If you guys do that, I may never see it. I may never realize it's there. Okay. I don't get alerts for all those different places. What I want to do is go to classwork, click the assignment right here, research in Google Slides, view the assignment, and where it said right here, to post it as a comment to the assignment for today, this is where you want to do that, right? I have the assignment, class comments right here, and these are the public ones. This is where you want to post which topic you want to do. I'll be looking at them during the class time, and as soon as I say, okay, that's no problem, they picked a good topic, I'll be filling this in. And you could go back to this document and look at it. You may need to do a refresh once in a while because it's not going to be instant, but this should be all filled in by the time computer class is done. And again, this is just the 5th grade one. You should see the 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade for your particular grade. Um, and you should be commenting right here. Private comments, I don't mind, but for instance, this one with 5th grade, this is on countries, right? If everybody just posts which country they want to do right here, and then let's just say I'm a student in the class and I go and look and I say, oh, I was going to do Australia, but Australia's taken. I was going to do England, but England's taken. Somebody else already did that. It's maybe just a little bit better so people can see and make sure they aren't repeating topics that other people already said. If you do need help, have questions, have any problems at all, you could send me a private comment right here. That one only you and I and parents, other teachers, principals, whoever, but no other students can see. But you don't need to post a private comment just to tell me your topic, okay? If you had a question, if you had something that you didn't want to be in public, then you could ask me right there in the private comments. But this is where the main thing that I need you to do to have computer class finished today is to post a comment with which topic you want to pick. All right. I probably will not respond to every single person. I'll probably only respond if there's an issue, like somebody else already picked it, or it wouldn't be a good topic, or whatever the case may be. So you can again press refresh and look for the answers or the comments to show up there. And that is all. I'm trying to keep this video short. And it's not that we don't have anything to do today. I really need you to read everything that I posted, read everything that I explained, make sure you pick a topic and it gets approved. And then, like I said, any extra time, go on to typing.com, extra math, Raz Kids, any of those. All right. So I hope that we do really well with this. I hope that this is successful. It's the first time I'll be ever doing it with classes remotely without having classes in my room. So I'm really hoping it goes well and that you guys maybe even enjoy it the littlest bit.